CYC is a free channel, presents the Word of God for everyone. Your support will help us to continue the mission. Visit our website, cycnow.com. Even $1 will make a difference.
In our last interview with TJ, he's with us right now, we mentioned the feelings. Now we are going to complete this interview. So with TJ, I want to ask you a question concerning your, not just feelings, but you mentioned last time your feelings and your frustration. So would you please to complete what's going on after that?
Actually, I continued to watch the more and more, and I was looking for more channels. I couldn't stop, and I couldn't even sleep. So that affected my daytime and my nighttime. So when I go to work the next day after watching, I started neglecting my work, my paperwork, my deadlines passed by. I couldn't make what I supposed to make. I couldn't finish what I supposed to finish. Instead, I found myself watching more pornography, even at work. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to stop. It was slowly starting to control my life. I even start falling to sleep when I'm watching the movies and pictures, and I even napped, and when I wake up I continue watching. I started to purchase movies and put more money and trying to find movies, and even the money was so tight I really couldn't care. I continued watching, I continued to buy more and more, and fixing the problem that I had with my wife wasn't the main priority anymore, but watching pornography was the main issue. And one night my wife woke up and in need of some water from the kitchen, and she caught me watching. As this happened, I assumed that we're gonna have more fights, and that worsened our relationship. Her confrontation about me having an obsessive act of watching was absurd to me. I denied having any issue, and I told her I cannot stop. But in the meantime, I thought deep inside that I can stop whenever I want, but I really couldn't. It was really miserable and made my marriage and my family miserable too.
So let's say that your feelings at that time, some sort of frustration between the family and the porn, which I mean that you cannot stop watching, but you denied you are addict, and at the same time you feel miserable about your family, but you cannot return your relation back again. Yes?
Yeah, actually it was priority. It was priority for me to watch those. It started with the curiosity of watching some pictures, and the pictures, that I start to think about, why I don't look for more action, more videos, more movies. And after I enjoyed those pictures and the movies, I start looking into more and more better movies. So the frequency of that make me feel good, and looking for different movies and different kind of action, I start spend more time, and really I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop watching, searching, and looking for more and more, and that make me have more imagination about doing what I see, either with my wife or having me, look around for more things to do.
You tried before to ask her to act out like the movies?
In the beginning, I didn't, but in my deep thoughts, I start thinking that way, and I thought, that what I see, I can perform, and we should be doing the same thing that I watch.
But you failed, and she failed for sure.
Of course, she didn't want to do this, and she didn't like the idea, and she thought I'm crazy, and she started to comfort me, and try to make me realize that what I'm doing is wrong.
You mentioned that there is something financially, that financial issues, you get like something wrong.
I really didn't see what I'm going through. I had only one priority, and that priority is watching those movies, search for more. I didn't realize that I'm going through a deep hole, that I will digging myself into it, that I cannot come out. And the more I watched, the more I digged, and the more I went through my denial to my addiction, that I cannot stop it. I always thought that I can stop anytime I want to. I thought that I can just change myself real quick, but the fact of the matter that I couldn't, and I cannot stop anything. It was only one way going through this, and I couldn't come back.
You said through the stages, which you jumped from one stage to another, started with the pictures and then the movies and the frequency and the length of time and the type of movies and the acting out with your wife and all that stuff. So did you try to go to clubs or to hang out with someone else or something like that?
Actually, I was very focused on the pictures, and the pictures start, to make me feel like I want to see the action of those pictures. So I want to see how these pictures can be
in reality.
Yeah, that how these pictures, that I see goes from silent movement to an action. So I try to imagine more and more, and that imagination would put me into try to find out more about what this is all about. So that make me do things that I don't know if it's I didn't really know or realize what I'm doing.